What's up out there, family and friends? It's your boy, the motivational speaker to the masses, bringing you these hits on YouTube and bringing you this motivational Monday via Facebook. If you all would, if you're watching this via replay, go ahead and fast forward to 2 minutes as I give people a chance to hop on before I get started. And I'm also able to share these to all of my social media outlets as well. So if you're joining via replay, go ahead and fast forward past 2 minutes while I share all of this out. Hey, I see somebody already hopping on. If you would, just hit me up. Let me know, hit me with a quick message. Let me know you're out there watching as I share this, man, because I can't wait to break bread tonight. We gonna break bread. See a couple more eyes hopping on there. Shoot me a message. Let me know you're out there. I want to speak to everybody. I want you all to become a part of this conversation tonight. You all always elevate this conversation. And I think today will be no different. Yeah, let's get to it. I see some eyes out there. Y'all holler at your boy. All right. Hey, what's up, Tashana? Hope I'm pronouncing your name right. We're about to get to it. I had to go ahead and share those to my media outlets. Thank you for joining us tonight. I see some more eyes out there. Y'all holler at your boy. Holler at your boy. Let me know y'all out there. Yep, they starting to add up, ladies and gentlemen. You got about 10 seconds to tell grandmama and them to go ahead and get on. Hey, Beverly, thank you for joining us. Go ahead and tell auntie they better get on because the motivational teacher to the masses is about to break bread. All right, guys, thank you all for joining us tonight. As you please, if you hear something that moves you, put it down in the bottom. It might move somebody else. This will be going replay. The video from last Monday has over 2,000 views, Facebook and YouTube combined. And the one I did one on Friday night is right at 1,000 right now. So we're getting a lot of replays. And please let the record be recorded with you all. When you have something good to chime into this conversation, let's get to it. All right. Hey, tonight shall be no different. I am the motivational teacher to the masses, bringing these hits. Hey, I know this might be some of you all first time, please subscribe to my YouTube page, Williams Inspires, like my Facebook page, Williams Inspires. Let's get to it. I am dropping fresh bread daily on YouTube. Every day you find a new video, and I do that in order to keep you inspired, to keep it fresh for you all. Because I know right now there's a lot of different things that's challenging for your time. And I just want to make sure that you have some fresh bread and fresh content that you can break every day. And tonight shall be no different. Tonight, I'm not going to be on here long, but I do want to talk to you. We've been doing this series, the 3 dimensions of purpose. The first one we talked about, the first dimension of purpose was love. That if you don't love what you do, love is the foundation of excellence. It's the foundation of everything that we do. If we don't love what we're supposed to do, then we're not doing what God has given us to do. It doesn't mean it's going to be easy. It just means that we got to fall in love with the process. Man, we're going to break some bread tonight. The second dimension of love was talent. What are you skilled at? What do you do above and beyond your peers? That was talent. And I suggest that you all go back. I think the first one was about 50 minutes and the one with talent was about 40 minutes. I suggest you all go back and listen to those 2 as well, because we broke real bread on that one. And today, 3 dimensions of purpose. The last dimension is value. What kind of value do we bring? Clarifying your purpose requires understanding the value of your actions. See, right now, there's so many people right now in America that's thrown to and fro right now. I know we're in the midst of a pandemic. I know there are a lot of things not going right in this world right now. I know that, unemployment, there's 20 million people unemployed right now. They're looking at unemployment going up to 25%, like Great Depression numbers. I know right now America is up in turmoil. I know right now there are a lot of questions about what should I be doing or how should I go about or are they going to initiate another stimulus? And there are a lot of questions and there are a lot of people that's hurting right now. don't think that I'm insensitive and don't know the needs of what's going on out there in this world. I know the needs, but the motivational teacher to the masses came to be a positive voice. I came to break this bread to let somebody know that there's light at the end of the tunnel. I'm about to break bread. I know weepeth endure for a night, but joy always comes in the morning. I am about to break bread. I know right now it doesn't look good. It seems bleak. I know, yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death. I know right now it seems tough, but let the motivational teacher to the masses break bread and bring hope, man, and bring hope, value. Yeah. If you only learn one thing through this COVID-19, if you learn these 3 dimensions of purpose during this COVID-19, you have gotten enough information to change your life forever. I'm always amazed that now we can't go to the movie theaters. There are no gym open. There are no luxury open. There's no urban air. There's no Sky Zone. There's no clubs. There's no bars. There's no restaurants. There's nothing open right now. And I'm amazed to see on Facebook and on YouTube with a lot of people and TikTok, what a lot of people are actually doing with their time. I'm about to break bread. See, my question is, clarifying your purpose requires understanding the value of your actions. Do you know how valuable your time is? Do you know how valuable your actions are? Do you know what God has put on the inside of you to reproduce on this earth? I'm about to break bread. If we only knew what God had invested in us already today, what God has already invested in us, we would spend our time a lot more valuable. I'm breaking bread right now. The majority, I hate to say it this way, but it's true. The difference between the billionaire and the beggar is how they spend their time. How much do you value your time? I'm gonna break bread in a minute. How much do you value your expertise? How much do you value what you bring to the table? I'm coming to your house in a minute now. How much do you value what you bring to the table? Add value. You got to add value to your name and add value to your story. I remember growing up in a small town in Alabama, in Little Poca, Alabama. Growing up, my dad was in and out of prison. My mom we struggled. We was on welfare. My aunts and my uncles, everybody had to chip in to help just to see any of us make it. You want to know the truth? So I grew up in poverty, and I grew up in that poverty grew up on the inside of me. And I struggled a lot as I was growing up, and I struggled a lot as being a young adult, because I'm trying to figure out what is my value system. I know growing up we didn't have a lot of money at the end of the month. I know growing up we didn't do a lot of things. We didn't go to Six Flags. We didn't go to Disney World. We didn't do all those things as we were growing up. We had my mom and my granddad. My granddad, when I was a little boy, he used to set me on his shoulders and he used to walk me around the land. And my granddad had bought 200 acres of land from his mom was a sharecropper, and she went from being a sharecropper. My granddad went to the army, and my granddad bought all this land. And as a little young buck, he would put me on his shoulders and he would walk me around the land, all four corners, and talk about the grind, the struggle that it took for him to get the land. He was incorporating my value system. He was telling me, young boy, I don't know what God has put on the inside of you, but I do want you to know that you can be whatever you want to be. You see this land right here? My mom was a sharecropper and her mom was a slave on it, and now we own it. Come here, let me walk you around to all four corners of this land. He was increasing my value system. When I was growing up, we didn't have a lot of money, but my mom did tell me that, Anthony, you could be whatever you choose to be. There's no reason why. I know what they say, that your dad is in and out of prison. I know what they say, that you will be a statistic. I know what they say, Anthony, that because your dad didn't graduate from high school, none of his brothers graduated from high school, Anthony, that the chances of you graduating high school are very slim. But I came to serve notice that although we grew up in poverty, they put something within me that the world outside of me couldn't damage on the inside. My value system was too high. It wasn't rooted in what was around me. It was rooted on what they put on the inside of me. Yep. I know what the world is saying. Yep. The world is saying right now you should be struggling. The world is saying right now you should be looking for ways to try to find a loan. The world is saying right now that you shouldn't fare well. The world is saying right now that you should struggle to make it. The world is saying right now you should go to bed crying. The world is saying right now you should wake up crying. Oh, Chicken Little, the earth is falling. But I'm telling you, there's a brighter day coming, baby. There's a brighter day coming. You can't let the world system and their value system collude what's on the inside of you. I'm breaking bread right now. I am breaking bread right now. On the outside, if you look at every statistic on the outside that said a kid who grew up on welfare, his dad was a drug dealer, all his uncles on his dad's side was drug dealer, nobody had a high school diploma. Every statistic, every scientist around me would have said that you weren't going to make it. But let me break bread today. Oh my goodness, boy. I'm rolling right now. Boy, I feel this with everything deep down on the inside of me. You got to challenge what they saying about you on the outside. You got to challenge your values. I'm breaking bread. Your value system is so much more than what they saying is going on the outside. I don't live by this world's economy. Bread right now. I don't live by the rules that they set forth. Man, I am in this world, but I am not of this world. My value system is so much greater. I'm breaking bread right now. Yes, sir. What's up, V4? I'm breaking bread right now. By every measure that the statistic wanted to measure, I would have been a statistic. I wouldn't have made it out of high school, but my value system was different. I was the first male on my dad's side to graduate high school. I was the first one. I was the first male on my mom and dad's side to go to college. I was the first male on my mom and dad's side to get a degree. Why? Because my value system was different from the inside out. My granddaddy walking me around that land with my legs around his neck, dangling, pointing out to me the four corners of his earth that he was able. It says, son, that there's more on the end. I value what was on the inside of me more than what they were saying on the outside of me. And if you're going to ever get to your next level and next phase in life, you got to get to the point where you're building your inside. I'm breaking bread right now. That you're growing, that you're building value from the inside, and what you build from the inside permeates onto the outside. That's how we build lasting and permanent change. I'm breaking bread up in here. I appreciate it, Beverly. I appreciate it, Tashana. I'm breaking bread up in here, man. I'm telling you, I feel this with everything that's within me right now. That when the world is panicking, we should be looking for opportunity. I just broke bread. In the same time, when everybody else in the world are trying to find 2 or 3 cents, we should be trying to put 2 or 3 cents into the stock market while it's at an all-time low. I'm breaking bread right now. I'm telling you all that we got our value system. I'm breaking bread. The 3 dimensions of purpose. Our value system has to be more than what people just see externally. Because what people see externally, they'll only go, but believe me, the majority of people that you call friends and the majority of people that you call family, they only want you to be average. I just broke bread. The majority of the people in our circles, whether you think they're for you or against you, whatever you are, the majority of them, if they're average people, they only want to see you be average. They only want to see you fare well. But we have to rise above what's externally and build from the inside. Yeah, I'm breaking bread. Let me break bread. Your value doesn't decrease based on someone's inability to see your worth. I'm going to say that again. Your value doesn't decrease based on someone's inability to see your worth. I'm telling you right now, if you're dependent on people externally to uplift or to raise your level of conviction to believe that you can do what God is giving you to do, it'll never happen. That has to come from your value system, because what we value, we will sacrifice. Our sacrifice determines the value. It's amazing that if you go in the Gucci store, if you go in a Gucci store, the value of a Gucci purse is $3,000. If you go into Family Dollar, the value of that purse might be $6. It's like the sacrifice, what you're willing to pay, determines the value of a thing. If somebody was willing to pay $2,600 for that purse in Family Dollar, that would be the new value on that purse based on what somebody is willing to pay for it. I'm breaking bread right now. And see, a lot of times we allow people externally to tell us what our values are. Man, I'm breaking bread right now. And we can never allow someone external, to set our price or to discount who we are. Believe it or not, their inability to see your worth does not mean you have to decrease your value. You are more precious than rubies and pearls. You were bought with the price. Man, you're the head and not the tail. You are fearfully and you are wonderfully made. Don't let anybody ever make you feel less about who you are. I don't care what your external situation is, because what you see on the outside is subject to change. I don't care what it looks like. Don't you dare let someone else place a value on who you are and what you do. You are priceless. Boy, let me break bread. You are priceless. Like there's no number they can attach to you to really show your worth. Man, when you got slapped on the bottom as a young kid, you had purpose, you had destiny. You had got to tell you worth $17 an hour. I'm breaking bread right now. Don't you dare let somebody tell you you're worth $18 an hour. Don't you dare let somebody tell you worth $20,000, $40,000, $50,000 a year, $100,000 a year. You can't even measure your worth in dollars and cents. I'm breaking bread right now. You're a part of that conversation that God called my true riches. My true riches. I'm a part of his. I'm the apple of God's eye. You better not try to discount my value. I know right now I don't have what it takes to be at six figures or to be able to have that relationship that I want. I know right now I'm not there, but it doesn't mean that I can't get there. Don't you dare tell me that you're statistic. You're going to be a statistic. Don't you dare say what you can or what you cannot do. Man, you got to rise up. Let me break this bread right quick. I'm 16 minutes in and I haven't gotten to where I need to go. 3 dimensions of purpose. We're talking about value right now. We're talking about value. I want to give you 3 keys to added value. 3 keys to added value. The first key is, and I suggest you take notes, 3 keys to added value. The first key is you have to value you. The first key. You have to see value in yourself, because if you don't see value in yourself, you're not going to be willing to make the sacrifice needed to get you to your destiny or to accomplish that goal or accomplish that dream. See, unless you really see it on the inside of you, we can make this tongue say anything, but the tongue in our shoe doesn't really line up. Faith without works are dead. Works without faith are dead. If you don't truly believe it, then you're not going to put forth the faith in order to do the works. I'm breaking bread right now. See, a lot of times when we make when we do confessions or we meditate on scripture or we meditate on our goals and dreams, a lot of times that's part of our what I like to call encouraging yourself. That's part of you building you up. And see, most of us don't do that enough, man. You got to tell yourself that you belong here. I am awesome. I'm a chip off the old block. I'm made in God's image and his likeness. I got to see the value in me. I know for a long time, let me break bread. I know for a long time, I didn't really understand and recognize my value. I remember I would start something and I would never finish it. Why? Because I didn't realize that I've been gifted. There's a value in knowing that I can do things. I didn't really understand my value. But now the motivational teacher to the masses is starting to understand my value. Like I said, I'm a player/coach. Yeah. I'm a player/coach. I'm starting to understand my value, and you should start understanding your value. When you start understanding your value, you say things like this. Right now, I'm looking at 8 eyes, and 8 eyes looking at me, and I still call myself the motivational teacher to the masses. Why? Because that's the level of value that I'm bringing. If I ain't bringing it today, I'm going to continue to grow until I do bring it. See, when you see value in yourself, you make futuristic statements. Boy, I just broke bread. You become a self-fulfilling prophecy when you see value in yourself. And see, when you don't see value in yourself, your life is still a self-fulfilling prophecy, but you make comments like, man, I can't believe I can't get that done. That's too big for me. Why would they want to invest in my dream or invest in my goal? Why would they want to take a chance on me? And see, our life becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. But when you understand the value that God has already put on the inside of you, you have to get a strong growth plan in order to bring that value out, But nonetheless, if you don't see value in you, it's hard for the rest of the world to see value in you. Appreciate that, V4. It's hard for the rest of the world to see value in you if you don't value you. If you are a Louis Vuitton purse or you are a Gucci purse and you discount and value yourself like that purse in Family Dollar, then guess what? If somebody's gonna walk in that Family Dollar and pay a Family Dollar purse price for that Louis Vuitton. Why? But you got Louis Vuitton substance to you. You got Gucci substance to you. You got the top dollar substance to you. But we continue to allow ourselves, because of our belief system, to discount what we've been given, what we bring to the earth. If you get nothing else out of this motivational Monday, but to know not to discount your value, boy, man, you won't let no man treat you any kind of way. Why? Because I have a value system. I won't let no man come in here and live in my house for free and take my money and mistreat me in a way. I ain't gonna let no woman come in here and take all my money and do all and mistreat me. Why? Because I understand my value. Man, I'm not gonna be anybody's free ticket because I'm what? Too valuable. I'm not gonna go on my job. I'm about to break bread. I'm not gonna go on my job. I'm not gonna steal time. I'm not gonna go on my job. I'm gonna be the best employee on my job, whether I like it or not. Why? Because I understand that the value that I bring. I'm walking in my job on Monday morning. What's the day? On Tuesday morning, and I'm gonna ask my boss, is there anything that I could do to make your plate a little lighter? Why? Because I'm adding value to people. Why? Because there's value on the inside of you. Don't you let them people take advantage of you. It ain't about them taking advantage of you. It's about you doing what God put you on earth to do, and that's to add value. And see, a lot of people, we don't get ahead because we stay so close-fist. I want to hold on to all I have so that nothing can get out, but nothing can get in, man. We got to open up ourselves to be able to add value to people around us. I love that word. Number one, you have to see value in two. Number two, you have to value your brand. Thank you, Beverly. You have to value your brand. Listen, my name is all I have. My name is all I have. When you hear Anthony David Williams, when you hear my name, what people don't most times, they don't talk about the name. You mostly hear people talk about the value added. When people go to celebrate a funeral, when they did Aretha Franklin's funeral and they went to celebrate Aretha Franklin, it wasn't about the body, the person, Aretha Franklin. It was about the value she added through her gift. I'm breaking bread right now. When you heard when Prince or when Michael Jackson, when all these people died, yeah, the person is amazing, but people come to celebrate the gift. I'm breaking bread right now. And so likewise with you, you have to value your brand. What do people say about you when you leave the job? Yeah. If they ain't saying that's the hardest worker on the job, if they ain't hating on you for doing what's right, if they saying you just keeping up mess and you doing all that stuff, you don't value yourself. So you definitely can't value your brand. What do your family members say about you when you walk away? Tell me that. What do your kids, what do your spouse, what do your cousin, what do they say about you when you walk? You have to value and protect your brand. Your brand, your name is all that you have. If that ever get ran through the mud or you go through a period where whatever, I mean, I know God forgives everything, but the key is to build your brand. Like, for example, I know McDonald's or Starbucks, they don't want you to have a negative experience in their stores. Why? Because if you do, it tarnishes their brand when you put it on social media. My question to you is, if you are a global or a local brand, which I consider myself a global brand right now, I'm regionally, but I consider myself global. But if you consider right now that your name is a brand, what would your brand be? Would people frequent you often? Would people come and say, man, like the service there is excellent? Man, when I'm around this person, they make me smile. When I'm around this person, they make me feel better about myself. Or is it uplifting? Is your brand one of excellence? When people say, man, when this person doing it, you know it's going to be doing well, be done well. When I give them the task, they get the task done. I can walk away. What is your brand? And see, the challenge for a lot of people is that we want to start our own business, but our brand with working with somebody is so bad that I can't take a shot on me because my brand is so bad. See, and that's the thing about God, man. I'm not gonna make this spiritual, but I love talking about the attributes of God. The one thing about God is that if He can't trust you with a little, He can't give you a lot. And see, right now, some of us is being tested right now on our jobs. We're being tested right now on our jobs to see, can we handle the true riches? Can you handle your business? And see, but most of us will go, a lot of people, not us on this phone, but the average American, 80% of people in America hate what they do or just they're hanging on. So 80% of people are just going through hanging out. I'm challenging you to upgrade your value system, to think like you're a global brand. Think like you're a global brand already. And you want people to buy from you. You want people to invest in you. You want people to engage with you. You want people to help grow your business. You got to consider yourself a brand. And every decision is coming, or every value added decision is coming from that thought process. We got to stop thinking so small, ladies and gentlemen. We have to thought, oh, God wants to do more than you can ask or imagine. Man, or you can think or imagine. He wants to do more than that. We have to start thinking bigger. I know right now that I'm just a regional motivational speaker, but no, in my mind, I'm a global brand because I know where we're going. Me plus God is the majority. I know where we're going, and you got to already be on that wavelength, baby. If God's on FM, I'm on FM, and it doesn't matter. It might take some time to walk it out, but I am very strong and courageous, and I plan on seeing the vision through. Man, day by day, minute by minute, hour by hour, I'm going to, like the song say, walk it out. And until we're able to get that level of commitment to be a value-added person, we're going to always be the person that hangs out in the middle of the pack. I never want to be the middle of the pack. Number one, you have to see value in you, sorry. Number two, you have to value your brand. Number three, you have to be around value-added people. Surround yourself around people who see your value and remind you of it. People that see your value and they remind you of the value that you bring. We have to be what? Value-added people. Man, I'm breaking bread right now. We have to hang around. I know, I think Q or Vince, somebody said it about 2 weeks ago. We are the sum of our 5 closest friends. Yeah. That's our income, personality, all those different distinctions are around our 5 closest friends. Think about who's in your circle, the 5 closest in your circle. That's what you look like. If they nasty and got a bad attitude, then guess when people see you, what they think? The exact same thing. So my question to you is, we got to upgrade our circle of people to match where we're going and not where we've been. See, right now, in my mind, I am a global brand. If I am a global brand, I can't be hanging out with people who drinking and driving. If I'm a global brand, I can't be around people that's just thinking about how to get through the day. If I am a global brand, I can't be around people that's trying to cheat on their taxes. If I am a global brand, I can't be around people that's trying to cheat on their spouses. Why? Because that affects my brand. Because you are the sum total of your 5 closest relationships. We got to start thinking about where we're going. And we can't forget where we've been, but I got to flex more toward where I'm going than where I've been, ladies and gentlemen. I am breaking bread. You want people that remind you of your greatness. You want people that encourage you to think outside the box. You want people who encourage you to be better, go out, start that business, start cooking cookies, start baking that cake, open that daycare. Then you want people that talk you up. I back in the old church, they used to say the amen corner. If you part of hip hop, you want a good hype man. You want a good hype man. They're going, yeah. They're going to sit there and pump the crowd up before you get ready to do your thing. You want a good hype man. I'm breaking bread right now. You want somebody that's going to support you. You want somebody that when you get tired and you get feeble, and believe you me, on this journey, sometime you're going to get tired and you're going to get feeble, but you want somebody that's going to say, hey, man, let's go. You got to keep moving. You don't want anybody to say, oh, yeah, you try hard. It's okay, baby. That's good enough. You did more than what anybody else ever done in your shoes. It's okay to stop. No, sir. Thank you, Lawrence. Eagles don't fly with pigeons. We got to upgrade, people. I want somebody that's going to say, no, doggone it, motivational teacher to the masses. You said you dropping YouTube videos every day. I didn't see one today. Drop one. I don't know. Oh, it's okay. You did 4 in a row. You did what you almost did what you said. Nobody else is doing that. No, I want somebody that's going to say, hey, bro, you said you won't have 150. Get your 150. I don't want weak, feeble people in my corner. If I'm in a boxing match, imagine Muhammad Ali or Mike Tyson or Evander Real Deal Holyfield. They in the middle of the ring, or Floyd Money Mayweather. They're in the middle of a ring, and they're in a real fight. And we going into the 8th round, and it's a tie. And ding, 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 8th round over, tie. We going to the 9th, and I go back to my corner and say, you know what, man, you did all you could on this one. It's okay to go ahead and just throw it in. You fought hard, man. Like, yeah, you worked hard. You fought hard. Hey, if you don't win this one in the 9th round, man, the 10th round, it's okay. You did good. I want go-getters. I want killers in my corner that gonna say, no, sir, motivational teacher to the masses. You said you were gonna do this. You better get your behind, swollen eye, busted lip, bloody nose. Get your behind back out in the middle of that ring and you fight. Why? Because that's what we said we were gonna do. Man, you gotta have some people in your corner with some doggone. No, let me say this like we would back in Los Poker. You got to have some people in your corner. Boy, I just broke bread. You got to have some people in your corner that's going to be willing to fight with you. You got to have some people in your corner that's been in a fight or two themselves. See, most of us got people around here don't want no more out of life, and we expected them to be our hype man. If a joker don't want no more out of their life, they definitely ain't going to do nothing to get more out of your life. And honestly, they don't want to see you do more because it means that they should have automatically done more. I'm breaking bread right now. We got to keep pushing, Beverly. We breaking bread right now. Man, I got to find some killers. I got to find some go-getters. I got to find some folks that are hungry. That's hungry. That's hungry. That's somebody that wants something. And I got to yoke myself. And see, these days, I got to break bread. Right now in this society, it's as easy as ever to find a like-minded people in a group. Facebook got them everywhere. Facebook got them everywhere. You can always find somebody that's like-minded like you. Now, I'm going to be honest, some of them might be a little shaky, but you can find 1 or 2 people. Yeah. It's not Kona. Yeah, I got the Kona. When you in a doggone fight and it's going into the last round and you beat up and you bruise and everything and you're saying quitting, I got to have somebody in my corner that's going to fight with me. That's why, I'm going to tell y'all brothers out there, that's why I love my wife. My wife is a fighter. My wife, I'm saying, if I'm getting in the trenches, I would love being in there with her because she ain't going to back down or nothing. See, I'm telling you, you got to have somebody back there that's going to fight with you. It's going to fight with you. I mean, and see, not just, I'm spending too much time on this point, not just fight with you, but want to see you successful. They want to see you win. They want to see you move the ball down the field. They want to see you put your hands to the plow and not look back. They want to see you successful. You need people like that. I'm telling you, man, this whole success, destiny, 3 dimensions of purpose, vision. I gotta break bread. It's a lonely walk. Right now, I'm all into The Last Dance with Michael Jordan. You want to see what greatness goes through? If you're watching The Last Dance, look at Mike. People hated Mike. Why? Because he had a high level of standard for everybody around him. Me and Mike could have rolled. Right now, we could have. Not when I was early on, because I didn't have this growth mindset right now. But right now, me and Mike would have rolled. because Mike demanded excellence from everybody on his team and around it. And if you didn't bring the excellence, Mike was going to let you know. We need to roll with people like Mike. Yeah, you ain't going to like him all the time. 60% of the time, you ain't going to like him. You're going to be mad at him. But you're going to look up like Scott Burrell, and you're going to have an awesome NBA career thanks to Mike dragging your behind when you didn't want to give it. I'm breaking bread right now. And we got to find people likewise that's going to be willing to snatch us up and see what happens to most people. I got to break bread. What happens to most people as they get more affluent? I got to break bread. As they, Q said I would have punched Mike. Hey, they would have shipped you out of Chicago if you had a punch Mike. You've been on the next bus to the D League. But yeah, a little jokey joke right there. But most of us, as we start moving up higher and we start becoming more affluent or opulent, it seems like then it's so hard for people to tell you what to do or what not to do. And see, that's the time when you need to have your ears open the most to people you trust. Because now, like right now, the motivational teacher to the masses, like in 2015, I would have listened to anybody about what to do. But in 2020, man, I built a little brand. Now it's about finding the right people that can help propel you forward, man. Because at the end of the day, you better believe that your greatness is on display, that your greatness cannot be stopped. It's a matter of you just adding a value to people around you and valuing yourself enough to know in God, knowing that God has made me much more valuable than even I'm bringing out today. That's why I say I can't be stopped, ladies and gentlemen. I am the motivational teacher to the masses. I can't be stopped. It's just a matter of time before the millions are in front of me. Why? Because I am working every day. Today, I came down in my office at 8:30, and I didn't come out my office again until later in the afternoon. My kids came in and did work. My kids came in and sat down with me as I was doing studying and preparing. My kids came in. Why? Because I know that there are millions out there that needs to be impacted. And I have the value to do it. Who else would drop one video a day on YouTube unless you knew that you had value to add? Who else would go on and do 40 minutes live? And I'm doing all of this for how much money? None. I do this because it's what's in me and what God has given me to do. I do it for free. Why? Because I know that I am the motivational teacher to the mass. And if I serve my gift for free, eventually God has to give me a return. Good measure, pressed down and shaken over, shall men give unto my bosom. Why? Because I've served my gift freely for years. Somebody better holler at your boy around here. Somebody better holler at your boy. I am breaking bread up in here on this Motivational Monday. Yeah, I even brought out the Kona. Yep, the Kona. Hey, when you plant watermelons, you should expect the harvest. No different than giving your gift for free. You better believe it. If you serve it up long enough, eventually God is going to give you a harvest that you will not have room enough to receive. He will open up the windows of heaven. And it's just a matter of time. If you faint not, if you listen to your boy, I'm going to say it like, if you are strong and courageous and you faint not, you got to win. You got to win. You losing shouldn't even be in your vocabulary. Losing shouldn't be in your DNA. Losing should be nowhere near your lips. Be strong and very courageous, and you see it through. It's impossible for you to lose when God is on your side. Man, if God be for you, who can be against you? It is impossible for you to lose if you see it through. You can't. I promise you, you can't lose. You can't lose, but you can't faint. You can't faint, and you got to approach every day, no matter. You got to be able to meet with triumph and disaster and treat those two imposters just the same. Understanding that at the end of the day, God, me plus you, we equal the majority. It's a wrap. I win. I can take it off. It's over. It's a wrap. I ain't Clark Kent no more. I'm full-time Superman now. I'm breaking bread right now. I'm full-time Superman. When me and God get together, it's a wrap. Y'all can hang it up. I am the motivational teacher to the masses. I don't care if no eyes looking at me. It doesn't change who I am. Why? Because me plus God equal the majority, and it's impossible for me to lose I just broke some real bread right there. I done broke a sweat right now. I feel that with everything in my being right there. If you don't, listen, if you can't feel that right there all on the inside of you, I question your hunger. I question your relationship with your creator. I question what your value system on the inside of you. If my granddad could go from a sharecropper to 200 acres of land, if I could go from being just a little scrub, my dad was in prison, my uncle's all in prison. If I can go from doing that and going and graduating from the Harvard of the South, it's impossible for us to lose. You better break bread with your boy. It's impossible for you to lose. Stop do that stinking thinking. It's impossible for you plus God and your growth plan equals the majority. You cannot lose if you faint not. Man, see it through. See it through. See it through. See it through. It's impossible for you to lose. See it through. You are a winner. You are a winner. You need to, you need to go in your bathroom and get toothpaste. I don't know what you need to get. You need to go you need to go in your mirror and you need to get some toothpaste, some lipstick, some chapstick, and you need to write, I win. It's a wrap. The game is over. The game is fixed. It's a wrap. I win. It doesn't matter what it looks like today. I win. You better wrap. It's over. You can't, it don't matter. See, most of us, we've been living by our sensory knowledge. What I hear, what I see, what I can touch, what I can taste. This game is nothing about what you can see. It's not about the known. It's about the unknown. I just broke bread. It's a whole nother motivational Monday. I'm so far off what I started with. It's about the unknown. We spend so much time in the known that we have become slaves to our own eyes. You didn't even know your eyes could trick you. Thank you, Beverly. I needed somebody to shout it out there to your boy. I needed somebody to shout it out there to your boy. See, your eyes and started playing tricks on you. You think what you see is real. Nope, that ain't what's real. What your eyes see is subject to change. But what God said is already real and it's written in stone, baby. You win. It's a wrap. Hey, who said, go ahead and pour out the Gatorade. Go ahead and tell the referees to go home. Go ahead and knock the gym. I already know it's a fixed game, Q. It's already fixed. We win. Why are we struggling and we so scared and we so nervous about everything that's going on? The game is over. It's fixed. Pour out the Gatorade. Let's start the celebration, baby. We like the Bulls at the beginning of the year. It's a wrap. We going 6. It's over. Pour it out. It's a wrap. Ladies and gentlemen, it's over. It's over. Y'all got to feel your boy. It's over. Man, I done went over so long. I'm on a whole nother subject. I thank you. So it's basically done, huh? Yep. It is. If we faint not, it is a wrap. Increase your value system. Increase your value system. Add values to other people around you, ladies and gentlemen. I'm telling you, I just broke some major bread these last 3 weeks. 3 dimensions of purpose. 3 dimensions of purpose: love, talent, and value. I suggest you go back, listen to all 3 of those. And man, I had this stuff on the end, nowhere in my notes, but I had to break bread. I don't compete, only demonstrate greatness. That's all that's on the inside of us. It's a wrap. It is over. It is over. Go tell mom and them, go tell cousin them. Just because you don't see it today don't mean it ain't got it, honey. It is a wrap. It is a wrap. Ring the bell. Let's do the medal ceremony. I'm going up on the podium already. It doesn't matter. It is over. Let me get off this thing before I start a whole nother different motivational Monday. I already have my YouTube video for tomorrow, but I might have to drop 2. I'm taking it to the next level tomorrow. And one will be, it is over. It's a wrap. I already got one ready to drop. So if you have not, check your boy out. Subscribe to my YouTube page. It's Williams Inspires. I'm dropping a video daily. You better get at your boy. I'm 3-4 videos ahead. I'm gonna do this. It is over just because I feel it so strong. I love what I do, man. Subscribe to my Williams Inspires. Click that bell twice. And then if you don't follow me on Facebook, it's Williams Inspires on Facebook. Follow me there. Thank you all for chiming into this conversation. Y'all have been amazing tonight. Beverly, Q, Kennard, Eb, thank you for chiming in here. LeVar's got several other people chiming in here also. V4, thank you. Tashana, thank you all. Hey, please share, like this, host watch parties. because I'm going to break this bread, and I'm bringing it like this from now on. Why? Because it is over. I am a value-added person. And until next time, I am challenging you to wage war on mediocrity. Your boy is out.